Hello and good morning. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to our first video shootout on the Titans Club. You might be wondering what is Titan Club all about? Titan Club is a place where people who are entrepreneurs, who are on their way to success, come over and interact with people who lead and show the path or act as a guiding light. These are mentors, faculty members from various walks of life, and these are industry veterans. So this is the place, and I welcome you to this first episode. In this first episode, I am also calling upon Gautami Saraf, and she will be asking two important questions that we feel relevant in today's times.
Namaste. Thanks, Nagendra.
This is a compilation of a series called Two Questions Answered.
The first question is, how much time does a business take to evolve?
Now, when we look at the evolution of business houses, every business typically starts with an idea. Now, to an idea or to this particular idea, how much you are committed is the one which will tell whether this business will see the daylight or whether it will fail. So this question itself has two parts in itself. Now, the first part is, if it is a first time entrepreneur and he is starting with a scratch idea, the way we could look at it is, for an entrepreneur to make the idea come live, how much time is it going to take? So that is the first of this question. Now in this, what I would say is, growing an organization is as good as growing a baby.
I agree with that.
So, a first time entrepreneur and you want to encourage an idea that you are working on, the setting up of the business, having a sound plan, then arriving at the business plan out of it, and then see how much manpower is required, and subsequently recruiting the manpower, making sure that your funds are intact, and you are able to sail through for a complete year is one thing which will speak of the grit and the determination that as an entrepreneur that you will show. Just like a child, when you have a new child, you will have to vaccinate the child, and as the child keeps growing, you need to feed it properly. Subsequent to that, there will be situations which will call for medical intervention, and time and again there could be infections. You need to ward them off. So all of this is a part of the growth.
And you need to create a nurturing environment. So that's also most important, I guess.
Now, as this growth keep happening, you need to ensure that these are given on specific times. So which means that there is a preventive care that is needed, and subsequently as the organization keeps walking the distance, it will also need proper nurturing from time to time. Now this is a part of the evolution, I would say. Now coming back to the point that how business houses which are organized will evolve, the time for them to evolve.
When it comes to evolving, the challenges faced by a startup would be much different than the challenges faced by an established company or a family-run business.
Now you see, when we speak of any established organization, I am speaking of organizations which are startup. That means they start from zero. That is a one-man company startup. Then subsequently building it up to 10 people, 25 people, 100 people. Then moving ahead, we have business houses which are already there. It could be the first generation where the business has lived up for a decade or 2 decades in itself. And on the third scenario, if it is a generations run business, it could be either the first, second, third, fourth generations which could be running the show. So all of this have their own different challenges, and all of these have operated on different timelines. So there is no sure shot so as to say that to evaluate a business and to say that this will happen, this will grow fast, this will go slow and things like that. It's all about mixing and matching the various permutations and combinations as you keep moving along with the changes around you. There are some changes where you can have control, which are normally the changes which happen internally, and then there are changes or challenges which are external, where you don't have any control over it.
And I think for a startup business, there are a couple of more issues. Like, sometimes the person who has started the business is very enthusiastic, they want to go ahead, but the family may not support him or her because if they have been working before, there'll be a monthly check, right? So they don't have to worry about the money aspect of it. They have to focus only on the work. And when they become an entrepreneur, they have to focus on paying the salaries, and for first few months it may be difficult if they do not have proper funding, and no funding and no family support is a tricky situation.
See, when we look at businesses, every business essentially need to have a backbone. Either in terms of supporting nature of the people that are surrounding the business, or in terms of finances that are required to run the show. So both of these are equally important and have their own places. And at any given point of time, these become very important because at some point of time the people role, and some point of time the financial.
How does a company define what evolution means for them? What evolution for a company A need not be the same for the company B. So how can they define their own path, their own evolution?
Now companies hardly have a plan, especially during their process of evolution, which they can for sure say that they are going to stay by it. What happens is, though there is a plan which is for the entire year, segregated into various quarters, the changes which will happen in each of the quarter will have some kind of a deviation in the plan. Now what is important for them to realize is, such deviation should be understood and should be taken as a part and parcel of the system, but putting the train back on the track is very important, and that is how the role of a mentor for an organization comes into picture. Now this mentor can be an external mentor. This mentor can be somebody who is in-house, who is able to guide these companies whenever they go off.
I totally agree with it. Being an entrepreneur can be sometimes a very lonely journey. And having a mentor is like, you have support, you have a shoulder to lean on, you have somebody to hold your hand and show you the path, lead the way, or at least just say I'm there with you. Okay? And that makes a lot of difference. Whether it's a startup business or a family business, having somebody to be there with you and say it's okay, come on, we'll do it, let's look forward. So it will boost one's morale.
Now growing or evolution needs discipline. This is one of the foundation factors which I really emphasize on, because in any case, whether it is a person or a company, unless there is a disciplined approach to the way that one is functioning, there won't be growth which is in a structured manner. You may still grow, but then it might be haphazard.
Yeah, I totally agree with your statement, Radhika. Because see, whether it's a personal life or professional life, discipline is the foundation.